Well, for the past decade, the National No Child Left Behind Act has required all students to reach the same benchmarks in learning. But that could change as the state applies for flexibility from the federal government in crafting its own benchmarks. KITV4's Paul Drews has more details of the request.
X times the square root of 2 divided by 5.
Hawaii schools are failing to meet national benchmarks under the No Child Left Behind Act, but we're not alone.
No state was anticipated to meet the requirements of No Child Left Behind. It required 100% of students to be proficient at reading and math at the levels designated.
But now states are allowed to apply for some flexibility in determining what proves students are learning. Instead of national standardized tests, Hawaii's school superintendent wants to focus on individual student growth.
Where is a student when they start the year and where are they when they end the year? And we want to be able to see that students are in fact growing.
That growth could be measured by an increase in high school students taking advanced placement classes or an increase in attendance at elementary schools, according to Mariyoshi. But not everyone feels the national standards should be changed.
I don't think that we should have an exemption. I think that the federal law has set down some guidelines that need to be adhered to statewide and nationwide.
Joe Sunderland, who picked up his daughter after practice at Roosevelt High School, worries that those who need the help the most, like English as a second language learners or special needs students, may not get it if the requirements are changed.
We have children here that are special needs children that should get the same rights that every child on the mainland gets. Why should those children that have a special need in California be any different than those that have a special need here in Hawaii?
Well, the State Department of Education has notified the federal government of its intent to request the flexibility. It won't submit its plan outlining learning goals until February 15th. Until then, the state will be getting input on the best benchmarks of education.